We can say the same thing about mastering the art of speaking. There is no trick in learning to speak courageously, confidently, and persuasively. The real trick is in ever getting a person to embrace the sincere desire, that deep compulsion within himself to speak. Yes, getting it within himself. When this is once accomplished, then success in speaking will follow in natural sequence. We must take the time and effort to train ourselves to be good speakers. There is no shortcut. I repeat again and again and again, it is not an easy path. It is a pilgrim's journey. The only thing I can assure you is that if you stay with it, you will grow strong in the journey. Just as the law of gravity causes the apple to fall to the ground, just as the law of growth causes the acorn to become the oak, so the law of hard work and constant effort can surely make you a good speaker. Let's start out on the basis that we are willing to work hard over a long period of time, with the goal in mind of not just learning to make a good speech, but rather of becoming a good speaker. This is the surest approach to success in the field of speaking. Just as water cannot rise above its source, we cannot accomplish anything except that which we are. The book cannot be any greater than the writer, the picture no greater than the painter, the speech no better than the speaker. I repeat, we cannot accomplish anything any greater than ourselves. Many people are more concerned with what they have accomplished and what they have rather than in what they are. Do you remember the old Chinese proverb, give a man a fish and he will eat for a day? Teach him to fish and you've satisfied his hunger for life? I'm hopeful that in some measure this book on speaking can open doors of opportunity for you, doors which you did not even know existed. It has been said that words are the fingers that mold the mind of man. Words are magic. The person who masters the art of using them properly is the magician. The great Carl Winters, second president of our National Speakers Association, expressed the idea so beautifully by the magic of the spoken word. He said, "We tip men's minds out of bed, stab their spirits awake, and set them on the forward march for a better personal, professional, and business life. All who hear us can be sent out a little wiser, walking a little taller, and living and saying it a little better. We have a matchless opportunity to affect the quality of life at this challenging point in time." I love that statement of Carl's. Furthermore, I'm sure we all realize that the process of persuasion is the keystone in the arch upon which all civilization rests. It accounts for our orderly system of living. If this were not true, man would still be carrying the ancient club in order to get by physical force the necessities of life. At one time, brute force was the only method of satisfying needs and wants. Under these uncivilized conditions, all of life was simply a struggle for survival, and it belonged only to the fittest, the so-called giants of that day. We have progressed far from the days of the caveman. To some extent, the principle known as survival of the fittest affects our civilization even in modern times. But those who survive today, those who have the greatest share of the rewards of life, are not necessarily people of physical prowess. They are individuals who have learned the art of persuading others to think and act as the speaker desires. It is an art which each of us can develop if only we are willing to study certain basic principles and put them to use. When we have once mastered these principles, I think we can safely say that then we are a success. Maybe we shall have to wait for the fruits of success, but I say we are already wealthy, and someday we will have money to prove it.